Hey guys, welcome. It is day 84 of 366. One of my goals of reading this every day was to, besides hoping that the teaching will cross the path of someone that needs to hear it at the time, was to be able to express my thoughts in an intelligent way afterwards. I wanted to be able to speak better. I consider myself an introvert, and a lot of times, being in public, I will stumble over my words, and I'm just like, man, I really felt like an idiot there. I wish I would have spoke better. And so this is part of one of the goals of reading this aloud every day and talking about it. So, and I wanted to let you guys know that even though these philosophers are considered really intelligent people, they are just people, or we're just people. And I know there's plenty of intelligent people watching this right now. And so all of this is open for discussion. So if you have an idea, something pops in your head, oh, maybe he meant it that way, or you have specific thoughts on the passage of the day, I would love to hear it. And maybe together we can all come up with some ideas or a way to look at a situation in life to operate better as Stoics. And so let's come up with something together. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. But today is day 84, and let's get started. August 21st, don't be miserable in advance. It's ruinous for the soul to be anxious about the future and miserable in advance of misery, engulfed by anxiety that the things it desires might remain its own until the very end. For such a soul will never be at rest. By longing for things to come, it will lose the ability to enjoy present things. Seneca, Moral Letters. The way we nervously worry about some looming bad news is strange if you think about it. By definition, the waiting means it hasn't happened yet, so that feeling bad in advance is totally voluntary. But that's what we do, chewing our nails, feeling sick to our stomachs, rudely brushing people aside around us. Why? Because something bad might happen? The pragmatist, the person of action, is too busy to waste time on such silliness. The pragmatist can't worry about every possible outcome in advance. So think about it. Best case scenario, if the news turns out to be better than expected, all this time wasted was with needless fear. Worst case scenario, we were miserable for extra time, by choice. And what better use could you make of that time? A day that could be your last? You want to spend it in worry? In what other area could you make some progress while others might be sitting on the edges of their seat, passively awaiting some fate? Let the news come when it does. Be too busy working to care. Easier said than done. I find myself anxious and worry quite often. A few nights ago, I woke up in the middle of the night. I think that's why I made that little video on anxiety, get everything out on paper. It was because I woke up at like 3 or 4, and I'd only slept a few hours. I got to bed a little after midnight or somewhere in there. And I was worrying about some stuff that hadn't happened yet, and it was just stirring around in my mind. If this happens, I'll do this. If this happens, I'll do that. And then it just stirred around, and then it kept me awake. So not only did it drain my energy just by thinking about it, worry, but I didn't get enough sleep. So I slogged through the next day, and it was so wasteful. So I think the best thing that we can do is, I don't know who said it. I think I heard some monk say that if you're full of anxiety and worry, your mind is in the future. And if you're depressed, your mind is in the past. So we just want to focus solely on the present. It's all we really have anyway, right? There really is no future. It's just an idea of what might come to pass. That's all it is. The only thing we have control of is the present, because that's all we ever live. It's present moment after present moment into the next present moment. And as Stoics, we want to focus on what we control, and that's all we can control. So control exactly what's in front of you. Put all your energy and focus there if you can. And if something looming in the future, when that comes to pass, when that's in front of you, know that you're strong enough to deal with it at that time. And don't worry about it and waste energy. Try your best. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.